Hello, students. This is step 3 of chapter 13. What we're going to do is we're going to align cells in the table, align the text and the data inside the cells in the table. One of the things we no longer need, since we moved the table into the journal.html page, we're going to delete the table page. So that's no longer necessary. I'm going to open up the journal page so you can see what the table looks like. Okay, here's what the table looks like now. As you can see, by default, the table header is all center aligned, but the table data is all left justified. So we're going to fix that. Okay, so we're going to go to the journal.html page, and we're going to give a class tag to, now we're going to leave, obviously the th table headers can be left alone because those are center aligned, which is what we want them. But the rows, I want the city and states all to remain left justified, but I'm going to take each one of these cells and I'm going to make them, give them class equals, and I'm going to say center, okay, and then I'm going to make the next one, which is, temperature, and I'm going to make that also center. I could have copied and pasted here, but okay, and then I'm going to take the altitude, and I'm going to make that one right justified, so I'm going to give that a class of right. And then the population, I'm going to give that a class of right. And then the diner rating is going to have a class of center. Okay. Excuse me. Now let me just show what that looks like. Well, before we do anything, we have to add the class to the style sheet. So we're going to take this and put a dot center, open curly, and we're going to say text hyphen align center. And then we're going to do the same one for right. Text hyphen align right. Excuse me. Okay, and I see a mistake I made here. I gotta fix that before I get too far. I didn't put a semicolon at the end of this one. I put a colon. This needs to be a semicolon. And let me double check. So center, align center, right, align right. So now when I save this and refresh my browser, you'll notice that just the first row, obviously, Walla Walla remains the same because we didn't do anything to the city, but the date, the temperature, okay, and the diner rating are center, altitude and population are right justified, okay? So now we're going to apply that to each row. I'm not going to keep the recording on for each row, but I'll do one more row, okay? So I'm going to go back to journal, and I'm going to copy the center and apply it to the date, the temperature, and the diner rating. And then I'm going to do the class right to the altitude, whoops, and the population. Excuse me. Yeah, the population right here. Okay, so center, center, right, right, center, control S. Now I've already applied the style, so all I have to do is refresh the browser. And now you can see the first and second rows. So I'm going to turn off the video for a while, do the other rows, show it to you, and then you can go ahead and do that on your own, okay? Okay, so as you can see, I added the class center and right to all the other rows for Bountiful, Utah, Last Chance, Colorado, Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, and Y, Arizona. And I saved it, so now my table, when I refreshed it, is all aligned the way I wanted. I left the city alone, so that remained left justified. The date, temperature, and diner rating is center, and the altitude and population is right justified. So you can control the alignment within the cells that way, okay? Okay, so the last thing we're going to do in step 3 is we're going to change the background color of the header, the TH. So this top row right here will have a different background color. And that's accomplished very easily by going into the style, Journal CSS, and we are going to add a TH by itself, which is table header. Okay, and I'm going to give it a background hyphen color colon hashtag what was the color? CC 6600 semicolon close curly. All right, so TH background color. This is kind of like a dark orange. So I'm going to save it, Control S, and now when I refresh the page, you'll notice that the top row now has a background color of that number. Okay, so this concludes step 3 of chapter 13. Thanks for watching.